1, 2, tell me what you do. 3, 4, who's at the door? 5, 6, let's kick it and chill for a bit. Let's tell bedtime stories. Have a little fun. Oh, glory. 1, 2, skip a few. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you wanna do. Tell me if this is cool. I wanna lie down, but I don't know how. Alright, I gotta do one other thing. Alright, Tiki Talkies. I was working on this last night. I'm over on YouTube tonight, starting something new. You know where to find the link. See you there. Much love. Alright, Tiki Talkies. I was working on this last night. I'm over on YouTube tonight, starting something new. You know where to find the link. See you there. Much love. Alright, Tiki Talkies. I was working on this last night. I'm over on YouTube tonight, starting something new. I went down the rabbit holes again. Excuse me. Hi, my name is April, and I am addicted to social media um, rabbit holes. It's moving. It's been a while since I played this song. It's slow, let me be the one to lead you. Let me be the one to lead you. I need to come up with a better schedule. I mean, because of Ramadan, and I'm not using it as an excuse, but because of Ramadan, I've actually been staying up until like 5:30 a.m. because we're supposed to eat, in the morning before the first prayer of the day. And because I'm already up, I just end up staying awake. I make my meal, I feed Shorty, and then I pray and I go to bed. But that means I end up sleeping until noontime or later. And then I have like this little window to get anything else I need to get done. What I would like to do this coming week is the last week of Ramadan. and I'm proud of myself for getting, you know, going through it, um, doing the best I can with it. But I would like to get myself on a schedule of trying to get stuff done. I may have to take a bathroom break in a minute because my body's talking to me. Oh, I almost killed your ears. I don't want to start the other one kind of framed out like the flower one that I started, but I'm not. I don't know if I'm doing flowers. I'm just gonna give a border. Fine, don't work. All good. Okay, you don't want to work. You don't want to work. Where's the black? Right there. How you doing, Nicole? Put the chop in. I think she's just messing with you. She's being silly. I guess. Alright, so what am I gonna draw? I don't know what I'm drawing. Interesting. I don't know. really messed it up. I wanted it smaller. I'm gonna make it work somehow. Five people in the chat. Well, hello. Hello? Mm,
Oh, you know what? I muted myself because I'm not very smart. Yeah. Can you
yeah,
hear me now?
I can hear you now. Can you hear me now?
Yes. I don't know. Who is this?
I don't know. You called me.
I was gonna say, don't let this guy up. He's crazy. And then I said, well, I can't say hello, sir, because that's not applicable. So I'll just say hello, Apple. So,
Yes.
I don't know, Apple. Life's crazy. I'm just telling you. This life's just
Really?
crazy. Yeah.
Really? I didn't notice.
No, I know. We live in a crazy world where politics and religion rule us. I don't know what that means, but someone told me that today, so I still don't know what it
Well,
means.
unfortunately, I don't even think politics even rule us at this point. I don't know what's going on in the world right now.
I don't know. It's a lot of stuff going on in the world, but it just depends on who you ask, right? Like, someone will tell you,
I'm
"Oh, this is
like,
happening." Go ahead.
nah, for me, I'm like literally, I've been silently full of anxiety over
Mm,
everything that's going on
yeah, I get
around the
that.
world and just in our own country.
Yeah, no, I know. I get that. Yeah. Well, for me, I don't want me to change the subject, but for me, I can't say what the news I received yesterday. It wasn't good, but it wasn't bad. But let's just say it's going to impact my family one way or the other.
Right.
And I'm not ready. And I live very far from my family. But when I'm ready to say something, I'll probably tell a lot of you privately what it is. So I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like talk about anxiety. Like I literally cried myself to sleep last night with the news that I received. So
Yeah.
it's yeah. So like anyone who tries to tell any of us, you or I or anybody, that life's easy and not full of struggles and challenges is full of crap.
Well, I
So
mean, I think everybody knows this, but when you see what's going on, um, oh, you saw Shorty? He's back there.
oh, I'm not even looking at the chat. Hello, color petals. Is that who's that? Is that
Nicole.
the name? Oh, that's Nicole. Oh gosh, I thought she was a different name. Crap.
No, that's
Okay,
her. Her
I thought she
had
was
been
like.
for a little while anyway. For a while.
Oh, I thought who's Jen then? Is there someone named Jen that comes in here?
Yeah. She used to come in like a few years ago and then stopped and then started coming back in again recently.
Hello, Maria. Maria's in the chat. We have
Well, hello.
Emily in the chat, even though she can't be seen. No, I'm kidding.
I don't know, maybe she is there. She's just not talking. I
She
don't know.
could be. Yeah. I Someone accused me yesterday of quitting YouTube, and I said no. I'm just living real life. I'm not. I saw the channel on YouTube. I posted a video the other day about an old, just the two of us with Jacob Waters, and myself. Yes,
Yeah.
the ordinary people that I know. It's tough. I posted like a really short
No,
clip of.
I saw a clip. I didn't know if it was. I didn't notice whether it was your channel or his channel. Where I heard you say that you been trying to live a little bit more offline than online.
Yeah, that was yeah. Well, it could have been a combination of both because I did do a live stream 2 weeks ago where I basically just told everyone, "Hey guys, I'm here. I'm still here. I'm just not doing a lot of videos." Because honestly, for me, April, I put too much pressure on myself when it comes to YouTube and getting
Yeah.
subscribers, and I know you're doing it for the fun of it, and you're doing it just because you love it. And
Well, I
I
mean,
go ahead.
believe me, I would love this to turn into a career.
Right.
I haven't figured out how to make that happen, but because I do have a small community of people
Hmm.
that you guys let me know how much I do actually impact you.
Yes.
You guys are the reason why I continue to you know make any content, whether it's the live streams or a video. I don't do as many videos as I used to, and you see me every now and again try to start up again, and then I stop again.
Yeah.
As far as videos are concerned, I've been fairly consistent with the live streams as far as doing them weekly at on the same days,
Right.
so you know when to look, kind of look out for me. Um, but between my own anxiety and stuff going on in my life that you know has me unmotivated and struggling, and
Right.
you know because I talk about it a little bit, but I don't really talk about it a lot because I don't want that to be what my channel is about.
Right. Right.
But I also want to be transparent, going, I'm not always in a good place either. Here, look.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a human too. You
Yeah,
know, I'm a human being too. Hey guys, that's what's really good about your channel and many other channels that I follow here on YouTube is that they're real with their following. They're not gonna be like, hey, every day is gonna be a great day and we're not ever gonna have any problems at all. Like
yeah,
that's not realistic at all for anybody, April. So you're
no,
right about that.
and I'm sure if I was more consistent, I probably would be a little bit more far along.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
again, like I said, between my depression and my anxiety and
Right.
my, beating myself up or feeling
Mhm.
like it's, feeling hopeless about things in my life, and you know, and sometimes it feels like you can't really, it doesn't really feel like you can talk about everything
Hmm.
because, not because honest, I could care less about good or bad comments, but
Sure.
um, like, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm holding back now.
I can tell. I've known you long enough to tell.
Yeah,
But I'm
now
not
like
saying I'm not trying to
because if
yeah.
I if I start talking about it, like there's already a little emotion happening
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Take your time. Take your time.
I don't wanna break down.
No, I understand. Well, we don't have to get into like everything's going on with you. If you want to
Yeah.
talk privately, we can. I would love to know,
Um,
like
I'll
but,
just say, like, I know everybody has their opinions and their sides and
sure.
who they support, but when you see what's going on right now in our country, I am on the side of people, saying to people, "This is what you voted for,"
Hmm.
and like sometimes I feel like other people are like, should I distance myself from the people that voted for this?
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
But at
Hmm.
the same
Yeah.
time, I'm like, I don't, because maybe you didn't realize, maybe you allowed your, because we do this in relationships too,
Sure.
that we let ourselves be blinded to the toxic things
Yes.
because we want to hold on to something, or we believe that there's something good that's going to come out of this when we know there's toxicity there.
Hmm. Right.
And my whole thing with the ones in charge right now is he told everybody what he wanted to do,
Hmm.
and people still voted for it, and now they're surprised, they're shocked that like it's affecting them.
Right.
And I'm
Yeah.
going, he wants to take my mother's social security away. He wants to take the extra little money I make as a caregiver for my mother away with
Hmm.
what he wants to do. You know, I mean, he's deporting people that are legal.
Right.
He's deporting U.S. citizens to countries they've never been to. It's
Right.
not even he's not even sending people back to their own country. He's sending them wherever he feels like sending them.
Hmm. Yeah.
I'm so scared. You know how scared I am? My mother in law's been in Morocco since
Hmm.
I think October or November. I'm scared to death when she tries to come back. She's a U.S. citizen,
Right.
but because of her faith and she dresses the way she dresses, and because especially since she's been gone for so long, I'm scared to death when she comes back.
Yeah, I get that. There's a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, I get that. And yeah, a lot of this, like I said, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world, and I'm not really going to comment too
Yeah,
much on that. It's
I mean,
unfortunate.
even
Like,
the stuff around the world, it's stuff that's going on.
mhm.
Between where the two places we hear about the most:
Yes, I know.
Ukraine and Palestine.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
All right, and I've watched enough videos of babies and kids and stuff in Palestine. I go, why is that okay? Why is our country supporting that? And
Right.
yeah, you can't even blame Biden because he wants to actually wipe them out too,
Right. Mm.
so he could make resorts. He wants to buy Palestine now so he can use it
Mm.
and make money.
Wow.
So and then the whole Ukraine thing. Like I don't know, like he's setting us up not only for World War III, he's setting us up for a civil war.
By the way, you said Biden. Did you mean the other guy?
Yeah, who's
Yeah,
there now?
we won't mention his name. I'm not. We won't want to mention his name.
Yeah,
But you said
because
Biden.
before everybody was blaming Biden for what he was doing,
Yeah, I know.
and
Everyone. Yeah.
now this one is doing 10 times worse,
Hmm.
100 times worse. What he's doing is affecting the whole country.
Absolutely.
Doesn't
No.
matter what side you're on. He's
Right.
affecting because like in our elected officials are not doing anything. It doesn't matter what side of the aisle it is. They're not
Hmm.
doing anything about it.
That's true. I agree. They're
He's
not.
he he's he's taking away our civil rights. He's already shut down a couple of the offices. He's trying to make it harder for people to vote, especially women. They try to take women's rights back away. Like, and I'm not just upset. Like, I got other things
No.
too.
No,
Like,
I get. I get it.
I got to figure out where to get more money. I need to figure, uh, you know, and I try to stay as positive as. And I'm sorry if I'm getting too tense, guys.
No, you're
It's
fine.
just, it's
You're fine.
like I
You're
said.
fine.
I very rarely let myself, especially on my lives, because that's not the vibe I want to have.
Well, I started it. I apologize. I didn't mean to start to get you going, April. I was
No,
just.
that's okay.
Yeah. I'm just.
Because
Yeah.
it obviously needs to come out.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like I said, I was about to say I'd rather it come out than you keep it in because it's not good to keep stuff in either.
Correct.
But for any of us, I mean, shoot, I almost said the bad word. Hey, I corrected myself. There we go. I'm learning. I've held a bunch of stuff in the past, and you eventually you explode. Like,
Yeah.
and it's not good. Yeah, I'm just gonna say this about what's happening. It's like everyone accuses me of being a supporter of this guy. Like,
Yeah.
I voted for certain things that I thought he was gonna do. I disagreed with all the mass deportations. I disagree with all the, I'll just say it, bullcrap he's doing now. Yes, getting rid of wasteful spending in our government, that's great, but not getting rid of programs that actually help people like Social Security and Medicaid and Medicare. Like, you can't get rid of that kind of stuff. Like, I voted for him, like, to lower certain prices of things and help out. But, like, what he's doing now, I'm just,
Thing is we all, if you really paid attention, you knew he wasn't going to do any of that.
mhm.
As soon as he started talking about tariffs,
Mm,
Like,
oh gosh,
granted,
yeah.
a lot of people, including myself, didn't even know what a tariff was.
Hmm.
But okay, Google, next thing. You know, the thing is, he proved himself before. He didn't follow through. And what happened, the January 6th, he pardoned all those people.
Right.
He initiated that attack, and now he's attacking the whole country. He's trying to hurt everybody. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
People
That's
thought he cared, like, and he, I don't know,
yeah.
just like, and the thing is knowing the things that he did outside of the presidency, like the things he's been convicted of,
Hmm.
the things that like we know he did, you know, to other people. And I'm not saying you, but the people that supported him, I'm go, why would you vote that in, that toxicity? Like, if it was any other person, you would want that person in jail,
Right. Absolutely. Yeah.
in prison. If you heard a story, if you heard the stories of the things that he's done, you know, and it was a different person that did it, like a no name person, you're like, good, he should be in jail,
Right. Yeah.
right?
No. Yeah.
Why did he get a pass? Why did everybody that supported him and voted for him just go, we still want him as the president?
right.
It's like,
Yeah.
knowing what he did, you really thought he was the best choice?
Yeah. No, I know.
Obviously had no morals.
Hmm. Oh yeah. Yeah, I've definitely seen that. Yeah, I really, I mean, I know you weren't necessarily saying for me necessarily, but like, yeah, I don't
Yeah.
defend
No, I'm
anything this
not.
man
I'm
has
not even
done.
talking about you.
Yeah, yeah. I
I'm
won't defend the guy.
talking because even Roman Atwood,
Hmm.
someone that I actually support and I like his message. I watch him because I like his positivity and his energy and what he tries to put out. But he's a supporter.
Hmm.
He's still a supporter, and
Right.
I'm sitting there going, "How can you support that when you have friends that he would deport in a millisecond?" Like, when that's my other thing, is that those that have supported him, I go, and you have friends of other ethnicities that might be gay, that might be, whatever, you know, class or ethnicity or whatever, knowing knowing what his thoughts on those things were, how could you support that?
Yeah.
And again, as far as what's going on in other countries and we're involved, I'm like, I go, you can't, and every time the president changes, it's the new president's fault. It doesn't
Right.
matter. Like, it doesn't matter if they're Republican or Democrat or whatever
Hmm.
they are. It's like, whoever's there, you're blaming that one person. Like, they
Sure.
blame Biden for, a bunch of things, and I'm like, and now look what we got.
Yeah.
And we had him before. He wasn't that. You know, this time he's trying to tear this country apart. All the positive things changes that have happened throughout the years. I mean, he's insulting our vets by
Mhm.
erasing black and Hispanic and women's names from what's the cemetery called? Arlington Cemetery.
Oh, uh, gosh, what is it called?
The Arlington Cemetery and the wall.
are, yeah, I know the wall's the unknown soldiers, isn't it? Tomb of the unknown
No,
soldiers?
like this.
No.
There's a wall with the list of names.
Oh gosh. You know
right?
what?
And then
Yeah.
the Arlington Cemetery. He's pulling the graves of veterans and soldiers and people that were high ranking in this country for someone that said he supported everything about the vets. He cut the suicide line for the vets.
Wow.
For someone that's he on his campaign route said, "Yeah, I'll do everything for the vets." He gutted. He's gutting all the support for the vets.
Wow.
I know some vets,
I do too. Wow.
and especially something like you're someone who deals with mental health, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The vets they deal with even more, maybe even more than what we do.
Oh, definitely.
With
Definitely.
PTSD,
Mm-hmm.
and I've seen a lot of videos of that where like you know they someone suffering mentally had to be talked down by either a family member or a cop or something, and now they have nowhere to call if they're feeling like they can't deal
Right. Yeah.
and stuff. So I'm like, I think what's hurting a lot of us now right now too is who can we reach out to because our representatives are not doing anything. He's committed treason. He's violated the Constitution countless times. In the first 3 weeks, he violated the Constitution like multiple times. I'm like, when is it enough that you get him for what he's doing? All these politicians all vowed, took an oath to the Constitution, and none of them are doing anything. I even see my own elected officials. They're going, look what he's doing now, and we're all going, what are you gonna do about it?
We're gonna do nothing about it. Oh, sorry. That's
They're
basically.
just gonna show us what he's doing. I go, we already see it,
Yeah.
so we can't do anything about it. I mean, there's some vets that I believe are working on something to do about it
Yeah.
because a lot of those vets they take the oath of the Constitution seriously. So and, even me saying the little bit I'm saying, if he gets wind of anything that anyone's saying negative about him, you heard about what they're trying to pass now,
What's that?
the Donald Trump syndrome. If you're talking negatively about him,
Mm-hmm.
they can deem you mentally disabled, mentally whatever, and it's called the Donald Trump something syndrome.
Hmm.
What was it? Minnesota supposed is trying to pass a bill or already passed a bill that you can be detained
Wow. Really?
just for voicing your opinion that's against him. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry if this is getting like too tense. I need to get off it because as you
Yeah.
see,
Let's change the subject. But again, guys, I started this crap.
we
Okay.
didn't
I
start it.
do.
It was already
It was already there, but I think I brought
yeah.
it out. I was just asking how life was, and I didn't mean to take it this far. Sorry, April, but
Yeah, Yeah,
I
should
mean,
have never
I
asked
get
her
your
how I
concerns. I
was.
understand your concerns. You know what we need? We need a
No, I
president like,
just asked her how she was doing, and you
and
know,
then she just dumps his stuff on me. What's going on? It's fine. Don't worry about it. Like politics is BS anyways.
no, and it's not even. And don't even blame yourself because it is what it is.
Well, anyway, let's. You know what we should do? We should all go get the lottery. We should try to get lottery tickets so we can get be multimillionaires.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
I think we
Let's.
should all move to Morocco, go live with my mother-in-law. They make some good food over there.
Yeah. Oh, I've never tried. I've never tried that type of food. Is like, what do they make? That's your favorite dish.
Um,
That's a good dish.
I know it
I'm kidding.
is.
Just kidding.
No, well, I don't know. There's a couple of things that I kind of like. I've just learned to like the Middle Eastern and Mediterranean style foods. Um, I make people that probably don't know what it is, but I like kafta.
I've heard of that. What is that? I've heard of it.
Well, it's kind of like the Middle Eastern version of a meatball, but sometimes they shape it more like a log instead of a meatball, and it has um, what seasonings? Paprika, onion, garlic, cumin, sometimes saffron, and Middle Eastern style. Um, it's made out of ground beef. You could do it with ground turkey or other ground.
Okay.
Um, I'm just drawing circles.
By the way, that sounds like something my friend who's both Bulgarian and he has like Bulgarian and German roots. Is it also a Bulgarian type food too? Because I think he said it's something similar to what you said.
What is
They're
it?
like it's well uh
Well, there's
w-
also shawarma
right.
and
No,
gyros, um, which is more of
you
a
mean
Greek thing, but
I was gonna say you mean euros.
euros.
I'm just kidding. I'm
No, but like
I know.
um, the Middle Eastern shawarma, the beef lamb, it's
Hmm.
based. I think that's the same thing as a gyro.
Yeah,
As
pretty.
far as the seat, it's just the spices that might be a little bit different.
I like
But
I like grape leaves. Never
what
tried those.
else? One of the things I had for my wedding in Morocco is a thing called pastilla, a
Mm,
bastilla. So it has a filo dough, and it's filled with. I get they do a fish version too, but the one that I had for my wedding was chicken, as um, chicken, almond, egg, and spices. And
wow,
although that sounds like a weird combination, it's actually pretty good.
sounds good.
It's kind of on the it's on the savory side. So for some reason over here they like to put powdered sugar on it. I don't know why.
Hmm.
So I'm like, but it has chicken in it, and it's not really seasoned to be necessarily sweet. But you put powdered sugar on it. Okay.
Yeah, that seems kind of weird if it has chicken in it. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm the king of weird foods. I put ketchup on mostly everything.
Yeah. What else?
But
There's a soup. I think it's pronounced Herrera soup, which
okay.
is basically a lentil soup.
Mm,
Um, I attempted the. It's a tomato base with red lentils, chickpeas, the usual, the usual, you know, celery, carrot, onion that you see in soups,
yeah.
and then again certain spices, um, and it's usually a soup that most Middle Eastern people make. They have different names for it. Um, But yeah, I used to get it with my in-laws when my sister-in-law lived closer to me. But I don't get that. And couscous is another.
Oh, couscous is good stuff.
Um, and they use the small couscous, not the big pearls. There's a very fine. You know what pastina is?
I've heard of some of these foods. Yep, I've
So
heard of them.
pastina is this like really small. Like usually they give it to kid, toddlers and
Hmm.
babies because it's really fine. And
Right.
the way I grew up eating it is just like you know butter, salt, pepper, garlic powder. But the couscous that the Moroccans tend to use is um, the really small couscous,
Mm.
um, and they usually have it with um, squash, zucchini, um, some your choice of meat. They usually do it with either turkey, with either some kind of beef or chicken. It's coming out too fast now.
Oh, the audience is revolting right now. April.
Well, she's not paying attention. What happened? What did I do now?
Apparently, Maria is saying, "April, Apple, April, hello, April," in the chat. So I don't know what's going on.
What happened?
I don't know.
What happened? Why are you calling me? You're always calling me for something.
I call you all the time. Just kidding. I always call.
I
I
was,
always.
I'm thinking of that song now.
Which one?
Um, Call Me Maybe.
Yeah, I like that one. I would sing it, but you get a copyright claim because
I
I'm
don't
just.
remember the lyrics anyway. I was trying to remember the lyrics to sing it, and I'm like, I don't remember the lyrics.
I just met you, and this is crazy. Here's my number, so call me maybe. There's other lyrics too. Of course, it starts differently, but anyway. Oh wait, YouTube just informed me that you just got a copyright claim because I sing great. Not really. We should
Sound
do.
just like her.
I do. She's so hot. Okay. Ha. Anyway. By the way, another reason I stayed offline, and I've said this online before, is that I have a really wonderful relationship going on right now, and I'm trying to like focus a lot on that.
Yeah,
Like not every waking moment on it, obviously, but
yeah.
like I'm trying to focus on it because it's long distance. We have met each other in person. Thankfully, she came to where I live back in December. But I'm just saying, like I'm trying to focus on that. I'm trying to focus on stuff that. Not saying YouTube doesn't matter. Not saying being creative and having this as a creative
No,
outlet
like I
doesn't
think
matter.
for you, you're really doing it more as a hobby.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know, I mean, yeah, you want, like you said, you realize that you're putting too much pressure on yourself with it,
Right.
and
Yeah.
it's meant to be something fun. It's meant to be something you enjoy. And but I think like you get really caught up in it, and you know, and your anxiety is definitely affected by.
Yeah.
So it's good that you're trying to step away, so to speak, or like step back at least and go, you know what, this is not something I need to make a priority.
Right.
If I feel like making a video, I'll make a video. If I don't feel like making a video, I won't make a video. I don't, you don't have to feel like you're obligated to be on.
Yeah. Right. That's
And even with like me or you know, Jacob or whatever, you don't have to feel like you have to be there.
who's Jacob.
I have no idea.
I don't know who that is. Is he one of the? Is he one? Is he an ordinary person?
A little bit more than I am.
Yeah. He's pretty. Yeah. Okay. I've heard of this Jacob guy. Pretty crazy. He used to be my boyfriend. He broke up with me. I was devastated for months.
Let me look and see. Sounds
At
interesting.
first, I was afraid. I was petrified. Da-da. No, I'm kidding. Sorry. Wait. Oh, something going on with my connection, or is it your connection? Hold
How
on.
you doing tonight, Jen? I wasn't ignoring you. I was just,
Can you hear me now?
what is it?
Yeah, it's something's wrong with the
I
connection.
can
Like
hear
you
you.
keep going, you keep like cutting in and out or something. It must be my connection because it must be on my phone. Maybe hold on. Oh, this
It
phone.
might be
Hold on.
mine because my internet sucks.
Oh, okay, maybe, but
My
I'm gonna.
internet sucks.
Well, don't you have enough money to get? No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. By the way, I know you don't have enough money to get better in it. Hey, I was gonna suggest something for you, and I don't want to. We're not gonna rehash like the stuff from earlier, but like all the stuff you're going through in your like your personal life. Is there like through your medical insurance? Do you get? Can you have access to like therapy? Is there a way to do that through your medical insurance? You don't have to answer the full question, but you can say yes or no. I
Um,
know.
I probably could. It's probably not gonna like. I would probably, if I were to do it, I would do it weekly, and I know there'll be a copay. I don't know what the copay would be, but I don't know. You know how insurance is.
Yeah, no, because I was part of it was what was it called, talk something, and I had to pay like every few months I'd pay $50.
Yeah,
So I'm like, oh, okay. But the insurance that I have, you can talk to a therapist in like in network, and it costs you nothing. And I'm like, really? That can't be it. But like they send you a bill and it just says nothing. It says your insurance covered the whole thing. I'm like, oh,
no,
but I
I,
don't
I
know.
gotta, I gotta pay copays.
No, that's annoying. Yeah, and the copays are high too. They're not
I
low.
mean, I don't think mine are too high, but still,
Yeah, I was just gonna
as much
suggest.
as I should talk to someone, at the same time, I don't know if I'm in the mind space to, because I've thought about it here and there.
Right, right.
Because I know I need something. I don't know what I need, but I need something. I need guidance. I need mentorship. I need something.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, not, and that's a
Because
good point. Good.
between what we were talking about earlier and
Hmm.
like I said, money and my own health and something I don't really talk much about because like I don't know what to think about it. It is like the whole immigration thing, messed up
Yeah.
my relationship.
Oh yeah, yeah. I can understand that. And I was
With
gonna go back to something you said just like 2 seconds ago. It's like not everyone's ready for therapy. Therapy is something where you have to like dig really deep into some of the emotional stuff, and it's not like I went through therapy and I had to go through so much. It like put me in more emotion and like more anxiety than it was helping, but like
yeah,
if and I'm not saying like you have deeper anxiety or any issues than
no,
anyone else. Like everyone has issues, but what I'm saying is like you got to dig deep. Pardon me for saying this. You have to dig into the deep shit. Pardon my French, but you have to
yeah,
dig deep into that stuff. Like, and not everyone can handle that. I could hardly handle it in therapy, so I understand.
yeah.
You
Like
know.
I have a cousin that can really use it, but she's too hard headed.
Hmm.
That like she doesn't like she at one point was forced into it, and she's like it didn't do anything for me.
Oh yeah. Oh
It's
yeah.
like
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
got a lot of past traumas that she's never dealt with, and it whether she realizes it or not, it affects the relationship she has now.
Right.
and stuff. But for me, for me, I know I got my issues too. So
Yeah, we all do. Yeah, we all have our issues, but yeah, I mean, if you're forced into therapy, that's not the way to do it, in my opinion, at least, because you have to, like my brother for years, he was like hardcore addicted to drugs, and we tried to send him to rehab programs, we tried to send him to all this stuff. He finally came to my parents and said, "Hey," and I'll say it like this because I don't want to get you kicked off YouTube. He was going to unalive himself, and he
yeah,
finally came to my parents and said, "Hey, mom, dad, I need help. I need help. I need help, mom. I almost unalived myself the other day."
yeah,
And so like people have to hit, some people have to hit rock bottom in many ways. I'm not saying you or I'm just saying people in general,
right.
but it's up to the person to seek help. Now, it's not always easy to seek help, like you said. It's not always easy to say. So then people go, "Oh, well, just don't worry about that. It's gonna be fine. It'll be okay." Oh, I hate when people do that when they go, "Oh, yeah, no, you're gonna be just fine." It's like, yeah, I might be
No, I
eventually.
mean on one side, like they're trying to be helpful, they're trying to be comforting,
Sure,
they're trying to, but at the end of the day, they really don't know what's going on inside your brain.
no,
They don't
no,
know, and you can try to explain it, but unless they've gone through something similar, they don't fully understand. Um, and I've learned for myself too that like traditional therapy is not always necessarily what I need at the time.
hmm
Yeah, I could use an outlet to just talk, say what I need to say, but
sure,
I'm not always looking for them to tell me or direct me in a certain, then I'm not looking for someone to suggest things a lot of
right,
times.
yeah, and the problem
What
with
up,
talking,
Tiffany?
yeah, the problem with talking to friends is you have that risk of them giving advice based off of what they know,
Yeah,
or judging you, or both. And I'm not saying people like here, I'm just saying generally,
yeah,
like
no. Well, the thing is that sometimes they're not judging you or whatever, but because of your state of mind, you take it that way.
sure, yeah, right,
Again, my
exactly,
cousin is a perfect example of that. We could, I could suggest something to her and she thinks I'm attacking her or
right,
judging her. And I
yeah,
go, no, that's not the case at all. I'm not trying to judge you. I'm just looking from the outside. I'm seeing it from a perspective that you're not able to see.
hmm
And like, enough to put her stuff out there, but both her and her husband, like I believe in their relationship more than they do.
oh wow,
Like if they would both stop being, strong headed
hmm
and actually started working with each other, they would have a beautiful relationship. Like I wholeheartedly believe God God used because they met because of me, but they wouldn't even met because of me if I didn't go through a couple of things myself, you know. And I wholeheartedly believe God's the one that brought them together. Okay, I'm here fixing things. What happened? I don't know. You were calling me. Why were you calling me, Maria? But because here's the lineage from my cousin and her husband. Right. It started with me being friends with a Muslim guy at work, and we were really close friends. Your phone went. You're still up there. Come back up. Come back. Oh well. Anyone that has the link, feel free to come up. I'd appreciate it. Because obviously I could use some friends to sit with. Mm-hmm. I have to take a pee break shortly. Yeah, I did that like I can actually see what you said. Mm-hmm. Who's here? Here. Bueller. Bueller. Somebody come up and hang out with me. Thank you. Herman pulled a Herman. I was talking too much. Okay, well, if you can come back up, I gotta take a pee break though. I'll be right back. Pee break time. Pee break. Jordan. Okay, I'm back. I'm so lost in the head, trying to catch my breath. So much in the world is tumbling and turning. Trying to keep my head up, trying to keep my mind clear, trying to find my way in this crazy world we got here. I've been lost for so long. Wish I had someone sitting by my side to try to make me smile. But I know the truth, it comes from inside. A little lost, a little confused, but we do what we gotta do. I try to take my steps one by one, trying to have a little bit of fun. One, two, skip a few. Tell me what you want, tell me what you want to do, tell me if this is cool. It's cool with you. Have a good night, Nicole. Yeah, guys, you're talking way too loud. Jan could barely hear herself talk. No, hear herself think. Did somebody just try to come up and I missed it? If so, come back up. 'Cause I just saw something glitch. Just one, I just saw something. Hi, Shorty. Shorty, my shorty. Shorty. Where are you? Hi, how are you? Are you looking at the pen? Shorty's under my desk. Who are you? I see your flashing eyes. Right, you want to see Shorty play with the light real quick? Let's see if I can get. Oh, okay, Google. Next. You went under the bed, so you don't want to play no more. I think I'm gonna finish this tomorrow night. Um, Thank you for everybody that came in, but I'm gonna end it for the night. Y'all have a blessed one. I don't know who else is in here other than Jen. But Jen, thank you for being the last one standing. Until next time, as always, like, love, share, and inspire. Don't forget, love is everything. Much love. Sweet dreams.